I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're two sisters Southern cooking. We're having a unique cake today. I cannot wait to try it. I've been looking forward to this.
So Elsie and I got this wild idea about a cake we wanted to create. So it's this box cake mix. It's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. So we're gonna be making like a banana split.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Sinful.
We're gonna have strawberries in it, not in the cake batter, just between the layers. And
Yes.
we're gonna have bananas. And then we're gonna have chocolate on the top.
Yeah, and we're gonna have pineapple,
Cherries.
crushed pineapple in between the layers. Then Elsie bought this little device where you can do thin layers. So it helps to hold the layers straight
When you
and you
cut
can
it.
cut it. And you can do, I don't know, 9 layers or 8 layers.
Something like that.
And we are actually going to be using our springform pans. So we have 2 9-inch springform pans. So we're going to have to come back
Do the third one.
Do the third one. So, but I'm going to have to bake them individually, and then we're going to put them in the freezer for like an hour.
to
We're going to
firm
wrap them up, and then once they do, then we can cut them. And then we can take them apart and
all these layers is giving us more room to put more fillings
right
in.
So we have strawberry. It's like the strawberry. It's kind of like a jelly, but it's not. I'll show you the bottle when we get ready to do it. It's like a strawberry. It's like a all fruit for the strawberry, and then because it doesn't have seeds in it or anything, and then the crushed pineapple. We're going to do alternating layers up the cake, and it's going to be a big cake.
Yeah, it's going
to be pretty tall, so we may have to put like a little dowel or a rod in it because it's going to be pretty tall. And then we're going to, on the top, we're going to do banana cream pudding for the icing. And we're going to do it with the powdered sugar and also with heavy whipping cream. And that's what we're going to make for the icing, and then put it on the cake. We're going to do a crumb coat, and then we're going to do another coat. Elsie wants to put like little designs on the top of it, and then we're going to do the chocolate drizzle on the side and put a little bit of the maraschino cherries on the top. So I got some with the stems. So
It's a decadent banana split cake.
yes, can't wait. It's a lot of steps, but it shouldn't be that difficult. I think the most
Right.
difficult part is actually going to be separating the layers. I think that's going to be the most difficult part. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the bowl in here, and I'm going to start whipping up the first one. We'll get that one started, get that one in the oven, get them out, get them cooled down. I got 3 different cakes that we got to do, and in the meantime, then we'll be back and show you how we make the icing for it, and then we'll get the layers all done, and you'll see how good it looks. It's going to be multi-steps, but it's going to be delicious, y'all. And it's something we came up with. We just decided out of the blue, hey, let's do a banana split cake.
I saw something on TV, a banana split like commercial or something, and it made me think of a banana split. So I started Googling, and I'm like, well, we can take a Neapolitan cake and turn it into a banana split.
That's right.
So that's what we did.
That's right. So here we are, and hopefully it will turn out to be as lovely and beautiful as in our minds it is. So we will show you what it looks like when we're ready to start, and we'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and get my chocolate mixed together. This is going to be the chocolate, vanilla, and strawberries for our banana split cake. So the only thing that we are alternating on this here is I am going to be putting in 1 1/3 cup of buttermilk. Buttermilk just does something to a cake that is so tremendous that water cannot. So it also gives it a taste like it's a homemade cake, not a box cake. So if you ever want to fool your friends or your family and you don't want to do everything from scratch, just put some buttermilk in your cake, and it'll give it a flavor that people will think, oh wow, this is homemade, and it's really not. So I'm putting in, I put in a 1/2 cup of oil and 1 1/3 cup of fresh buttermilk. It's cold. I got 2 eggs, and I'm going to mix these together for probably about a minute or two, just enough to get it real well combined. We'll put it in here. I've already put my parchment paper. I have parchment paper rounds that I bought at Walmart, and I put it in the bottom of my springform pan. This is the best way to bake a cake because the sides are higher on the springform pan so they can hold more. And what happens with this is we're able to cut our layers instead of having to do multiple amounts of with the regular cake pans. We're able to do the multiple layers at one time. Save some time. All right. Just give us a couple moments. We'll be right back. Okay, so all of my cake mix is mixed together here, and it's nice and smooth. So I'm going to take it and put it in our springform pan here and put it in the oven because the oven is ready to go now. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to bake it for like 25 to 30 minutes at 350. That's what the instructions on the box says. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let me just make sure all of this is well combined. This tastes like it has pudding in it. It's so good. So good. And this is a chocolate fudge. We're going to be doing some mashed potatoes that is Bob Evans inspired, and we're also going to be doing some, it's going to be sauteed string beans with bacon. Life is so much better with bacon, okay? I don't know about you, but I love bacon. We're from the South, so you know, we grew up, everything was cooked with bacon grease. I'm sure our veins are probably pretty bad because that's the way we grew up. But we ran 24/7. We were always working in the fields. We had an orange grove and citrus. That's what we did. We did citrus farming, and we also did vegetable farming as well. And we were always working in the fields, always, as a kid. And so we ran from day to night, and we never stopped. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the oven. We'll be right back. Okay, so we are down to the second cake now. This is strawberry, so it is a different brand because it is Pillsbury. So they're asking for different requirements for eggs plus the water, which we're exchanging for buttermilk. So instead of 1 cup of water, we're going to use 1 1/4 cup of buttermilk. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in here. And we have farm fresh eggs, courtesy of our neighbors. And of course, Morris has some free range chickens too, so he has a lot of eggs too. So we have plenty of eggs. We're gonna have to use store-bought eggs because we need white eggs for our Easter egg designs that we're gonna be doing here in a little bit. So I'm gonna be putting in 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. And we're going to be doing 3 eggs. All right, those are nice brown eggs too. So rich and yummy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and mix this up about 2 minutes. Then we're gonna put it into our prepared pan. I do have my pan here with a parchment paper round in the bottom of it, just so it makes it easier for release, so we can slide it out. It'll make it easier in the long run. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We'll be right back. All right, so it looks like it is mixed and combined. It just took a couple moments to do it, just about 2 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and get this panned up, put it in our springform pan here, The reason why we're using a springform pan is because you get more volume in it. So you don't have to use a bunch of hands and worry about it not being the same amount and you having more in one layer than the next layer. So this is just an easier way to do it. Plus it has the straight side. So we'll put this in the oven, 350 for about 25-30 minutes. Get this baked up. This is a 9-inch springform pan also. Smells so good. And everything that's in this, I'm hoping I will let you know if there's any dyes in it, because I know there is some people who have dye allergies. So if there's anything that needs of concern, I will let you know, and I'll put it in the description box as well. All right, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and pat this down for a second. We'll be right back, guys. So I'm back. I'm doing the vanilla now. So you can do this with egg whites if you want to, or you can go ahead and put the whole egg in, depending on if you want your white cake or your yellow cake to be a certain color, but I'm not particular. So we'll just put the whole egg in. So this here is going to be the vanilla part of the Neapolitan cake. So we are going to do a banana split cake. This is going to be awesome. So we've already made the strawberry and I've already got the chocolate cooling down. I'm going to put them in the refrigerator, actually the freezer, for about an hour. And then we will get them out, crumb coat them, and then we're going to get them ready to be layered and everything. We're gonna get them all jazzed up here. All right, so this calls for 1 cup of water, so we're doing 1 1/4 cup of buttermilk in order to give it a little more richness. I have to do 3 eggs on this, so these are farm fresh eggs. And then I'm going to mix it for about 2 minutes, and then we'll put them in the oven, 350. And I do believe it is going to be about 25-30 minutes, the same as before. So it ended up being about 30 minutes a while ago when I put it in there. So we're just going to continue it at that, probably about 30 minutes. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get this started, and we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. It only takes about 2 minutes to mix these up, but I just like to take my spatula through it and make sure everything is all combined from the bottom. These cakes have pudding in them because you can smell it. It smells so good. So I'm getting ready to take the strawberry one out of the oven now. That's his cue. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one in there at 350 for probably about 30 minutes. So, okay. So I think we are good to go. We're going to go ahead and get this in the oven. We'll be back shortly and show you how we're going to go ahead and slice them up, and we're going to put them in the freezer in the meantime and cool them down, and then we're going to slice them up and we'll show you that on screen, and then we'll go ahead and get our layers done with the strawberry jam and the crushed pineapple. It's going to be so good, y'all. We're going to have an amazing cake today, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be really tall, so we're going to have to work on that. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey y'all, I am making the frosting for our banana split cake. So I'm putting my heavy cream in, and I'm going to beat it to soft peaks, and then I'll add in the confectioner's sugar, and then beat it to stiff peaks. And we'll check it. Okay, that's soft peaks, so I'm going to add in my confectioner's sugar, turn it back on, and beat it to stiff peaks. And we are at stiff peaks. Okay, I'm going to put the banana pudding in and let it turn a couple rounds so that it mixes it, and then I'll fold it all together.
Okay. Okay. I'll take and fold it in and make sure all of it is thoroughly blended together. Okay, I'm gonna go get the cakes and start putting the final coat on of icing. I'll be right back. So we got our cake slice template here. So I'm gonna try and cut through and just cut the cake in straight up in half.
You can do these in multiple layers if you want to, like teeny tiny layers. And this is actually an 8-inch template, so we ended up having to take off about an inch all the way around it because it was a 9-inch cake. So we are going to slide it up.
Okay.
And over.
All right, I have put the layer on top here. We're gonna go around the edge and put a perimeter rim on it.
So we're only going to be doing 6 layers with this cake because we're going to be doing chocolate chocolate, strawberry strawberry, vanilla vanilla. Or we could do vanilla vanilla and then strawberry strawberry. So what do you want to do?
It don't matter.
What she did was perfect because she has it on the inside, so when we push down on this, it'll spread out. So this here is crushed pineapple, and I'm just going to put some on here and just spread it out. So this will be between the layers. So this is crushed pineapple, and before that we did the Simply Fruit strawberry fruit spread. It is seedless, and it's probably the perfect consistency for someone who is doing a fruit filled, such as our little cake here, because this here is a banana split cake. So as you see here, I'm just keeping it inside. So that is like a dam that keeps it inside of the perimeter so it doesn't like run out. And I drained these very well. These were well drained because I didn't want it to be soggy inside of this cake here. So we're going to have to cut our second one here in just a minute, and once we're done with that, then we'll be right back. So just stay tuned as we transition into our next layer. Okay, so we're going to show you a trick here to how to dome it. So you're going to go ahead and get, and then what she's doing right there, and she's going to take it at one length around, and I'm actually going to turn this for her so she can get it domed. And you just take your knife underneath, and that's all you have to do. And all you have to do is just lift it up, and there you go, perfect cake. So you can level it off, and it's perfectly level. So because we have had an 8-inch here, what we're going to do is go ahead and push this down, and cut into it, and then what you do is just take the pieces off. It just slides right off because it slices right through it, and it gives you perfect sides. And this one's going to come off in one piece almost. Perfect. Look at there. There you go. Make sure you chill your cakes. It'll make life so much simpler when you're trying to cut them. We left ours in the freezer for probably close to 2 hours. It's always a good idea. Okay. Okay, I've got the banana split cake done, so we're gonna have a really good dessert tonight. Oh, it's gonna be good. It is so big. I can't believe how big it is, and it looks so delicious. And this is made with banana cream icing, so we didn't have to put bananas in it because the banana cream will take care of all of that. All right, guys, we will see you in our next video.
I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.